Hey everyone, welcome to another update video. A lot has happened since I celebrated my 6-year anniversary, and I figured it was finally time to share it all with you. Are you ready? Let's go! YouTube has always been my pride and joy, so when I began to prepare updates for my other channels, I wanted to make sure this place also got a new look. Coley, my longtime friend and resident logo artist of the channel, decided back in June that they wanted to update my channel logo once again. After saving the reveal until my debut stream, more on that later, we now have a brand new logo. And to go along with it, I commissioned a new Minecraft skin back in June for Pride Month by the wonderful likes of Taz the Menace. If you're curious what it looks like, here it is. I've quickly adopted it as my main skin of choice, so alongside the previous skin and its variations, there's many wills you might see in the future. Next up, if you cast your minds back to the 6-year anniversary video, you'll remember that I talked briefly about my journey to finding a job. Well, that has now come to pass, and it worked. I now work every week on the weekends, and you know your girl is making some nice cash while she works on these channels during the week. Because of this, videos may come out on Fridays or Saturdays now, while still retaining the release time of 5 PM CST. I am always striving towards the goal of 1 video per week, but for now you can expect a video about every week or 2 weeks. On the topic of videos, things have been heating up in the Hollow Knight space. As you might know, I stream all of my playthroughs live on Twitch, and the current ongoing one has been Hollow Knight for almost a year. And over here on YouTube, we're fast approaching 20 episodes of the series, and I have exciting news to share with you. Hollow Knight, to my best understanding, will be ending soon. The finale of the game is on its way here, and with my goal to finish streaming the game by the end of September, around the time the first video is posted, we can look forward to its conclusion around September to October, with a new series starting soon after. And finally, to end off this wonderful section, I wanted to talk about upcoming videos to look out for this year. First up is, of course, the continuation and finale of Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's 19th episode is currently in production, with episodes 20 through 23 waiting to be made. I expect the series to finish around 27, and I have a special episode planned for number 20, so keep your eyes peeled. Next to those, I have a series recap planned to come out in the next few months. What series, you may ask? Well, the V-Pumpkin SMP, of course. I streamed and played Season 3 from its opening in March to its closing in June, and it left a big impact on the life I live today. So, in honor of the time I spent with the others, I hope to do a full series recap of my time playing during the season, to remember the good memories and take a look back on how we grew. And besides those, who knows? This channel has always been about updates, series, and inspirations, so the future is always open to new possibilities, such as art videos, recaps, and even Minecraft videos. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, to say my channel on Twitch got some improvements is a major understatement. I didn't just tweak a few small things, no, I changed everything. Logo, model, badges, alerts, overlays, emotes, if you can name it, it changed in some way. Minus my name, of course. And when did this all happen? August 7th, 2023, the date of my first ever debut stream. Now, some of you might remember my last video, which was the trailer for said debut. If you happen to watch that in the time since, I wanted to give a big thank you for doing so. Seeing the trailer get the love it needed really made me smile, even after the debut stream had ended. However, this stream wasn't just any ordinary stream. This lasted over 5 hours in total, resulting in a 4-hour stream. How did that happen? Technical issues. Major technical issues at the beginning. But once that was figured out, the stream could begin, and as your humble host of this channel, I'll summarize everything that changed. First up is my model. For over a year now, since March 2022, I've been using a PNG tuber commissioned for me by Aspen Frosty Inn, and that goes for my stream overlays, panels, and Minecraft skin as well. Even without a proper debut to welcome it all in, it was the first time my streams had felt whole. However, I knew eventually I wanted to do something more, and the new era started from none other than Puzzle Child, a relatively new but good friend of mine. Thanks to them, I was able to show off my first ever 3D model, and I officially entered the VTuber space. I was also graciously given an alternate cyberpunk outfit from Puzzle as well, which she made during the beginning of the stream. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Next up is my stream schedule, which for a while had been in a limbo of unknown. As I began to start working at my job, I didn't have set days yet, so for a few months I streamed whenever I could, moving streams around or even canceling a few due to surprise scheduling. However, as July ended, I knew I was given a more concrete day set, allowing me to make my first stream changes since June 2022. Mondays for Minecraft, Wednesdays for playthroughs, and now Fridays for Minecraft once more. The new starting time has also shifted to 4 PM CST, an hour earlier than I used to, giving me more time after stream to spend with my family and friends. Next up, we have the rest of the stream changes, which are a lot. I used the debut as a way to overhaul everything I could about my channel, and give it the feeling I'd always hoped it could. Cozy, catgirl, gamer, and artist. Those are the words I chose to represent what I wanted out of this debut, and gave me a center to work towards. So to start it off, we have the new stream screens, made by the lovely Ash Piles. These were concepts I designed, and she wonderfully brought them to life, giving each of them the feeling of being in this city apartment. Lived in by Willow, of course. There's lots of little details added everywhere in these, and they not only represent beautiful artwork I get to show off every stream, but also myself, and who I've become through this whole streaming journey. Next up, we have the entire overlay redesign, courtesy of Melon Turtle. His set stood out to me among all the other ones I looked at as the one I felt fit me the best, and through this we got the new main gaming screen, the first ever just chatting and we were back screens, and finally the incredible chat widget to display messages, which I still think is the coolest thing I have ever seen someone make. Alongside these upgrades, we got the new alerts animations from Rico and alert sounds from Toffee Music. Oh, and all the links to their individual pages will of course be down in the description, as their work made this debut entirely possible for me to pull off, and I don't know what I would have done without them. To continue this hype train of improvements, we have my first in-stream transition stinger, which looks incredible by the way, made by Ghost Type Co. Then we have the super adorable heart and pride art sets I use for my channel points and sub badges, made by Roxoa. And finally, before we get to the last of these, we have the sparkles I used over the starting soon and stream ending screens, animated by the wonderful Suki Doki. And then, to finish off the changes, we get to the friends who helped me along the way, as well as the changes I made myself. The About Me panels were designed and drawn by me, each referencing a different person who helped along my journey. Or one of my cats. The emotes, though, those are the ones I'm most proud of. Back in May of 2022, soon after I enabled affiliate for my channel, I designed 6 emotes to use alongside it. And this time was no different. I went back and redesigned all 6 of the emotes, bringing them a year into the future alongside 5 new faces, 4 made by the wonderful Ash again, and 1 made by Toybox Plush. These emotes bring so much life into the channel, and I am infinitely happier to have been gifted these. And to wrap it all up, I made a few slides showing off every reference and alternate outfit for Willow as of this stream, including her reference sheet done by me, her video sprites drawn by S'mores, her model made by Puzzle, and finally her Minecraft skin made by Taz, not including the outfits I've drawn her in before. As my persona, she's grown a lot over the years, especially as I have grown as well. I've enjoyed welcoming in this new era for the both of us, giving us the freedom to wear anything, be ourselves, and do everything we want to. And that's just about everything. I'd love to make it to 125 subs by the end of the year, but I've learned a lot since 2023 began, and I'll be here to continue making the things I enjoy, whether that means finishing a series, making new concepts, or sharing my passions. You can always count on the mailbox to be back soon with another upload. Here's to the rest of the year, and I'll see you all soon. Min's the Mailbox, signing out.